Hello, flutists, students, and wannabes. This is my head joint here. Happy that we're gonna make some exercise with it for our video number 5 of our flute tip series here on my channel, on my Instagram, Facebook, wherever you're watching me. So the first videos we talk about, number 1, we talk about stretches and how they're important to open space for the lungs to expand. Number 2, we talk about the difference between breathe in and breathe out as a normal everyday breathing and for flute playing. We also did our first exercise on the second video. On the third video, we added 2 extra breathing exercises that we can do before playing the flute. Fourth video, we finally touched the instrument and got to know the parts out of it and got the head joint out to do our first actual blowing on a part of the instrument. So we took a breath and talked about the shape of our embouchure, mouth shape in order to get a sound, and how the flute needs to be placed to get this sound. If you're not sure to do it, hit the link for the last video, tip number 4, so to get the details. Because now we're gonna talk about some extra exercise to do on the head joint before we actually assemble the instrument that might be on this video. Let's see how long we take here. So after we did all the process from video number 4, we have the flute nice and steady. We can always do adjustments like on the instrument like this or this, very slowly. To make sure you find the spot, we call it the G spot, the sound that resonates the best with your instrument. Okay, after you do that, we're gonna take a good breath in again, and we're gonna try to change the sound to a higher octave. So by doing what? Is increasing the air speed, blowing more air out, and also closing the aperture of our mouth shape, our embouchure. So we take the breath in and play the first note we learned. By the way, it's a G sharp. And then we're gonna, in the middle of it, we're gonna increase the air speed, blow out slightly harder, and then close our lips slightly. Everything subtle. And stop. Again. Can you see how I'm closing my lips? And at the same time, I'm actually blowing it out slightly more. Always pushing the air down, like we talked in video number 2, if I'm not wrong. One more time. Great. You see? So when you're done with that, you can even try one extra note on top. And even if you don't succeed as yet, it will be a great exercise to try because you give more control of your air and your embouchure. So it would be something like this. Very tight in the last one, but always keeping the air down like we talked in the last video, that we need to do the work mostly with our lip or upper lip. And you can do the exercise as well without your mouth here, covering this hole, which is gonna sound much louder, but it's something that you can do it just to change the sound and do something different and get it more interesting. It's gonna be less resistant too, so it might help you out. see, this last one is really hard. So a lot of work with the lips. And we will learn to do this. It is a very important tip, actually, to say. You've got to make sure you do all this pressure with the lips only, and do not involve your jaw and your whole face with it. So what do I mean? I don't want you to do something like where you got all tensed up on the face, and that's not good, because then you get tension, you hurt yourself, and the air inside you do not resonate, do not move freely. You want to really focus the pressure on the lips only. And the neck, the rest stay normal and relaxed as much as possible. So I'm always concentrate right on this region for the air to come out. Okay, and that's it. That's the exercise we can do with the head joint. You can do that like 3, 4 times, 5 times, without your hands. 5 minutes every day. That's about it. The stretch too, 5 minutes stretch, 5 minutes breathing, 5 minutes head joint. Brilliant. 15 minutes warm up in the beginning, and before you even get your flute assembled. And that's what we're gonna do in the next video. Get our parts together, finally. See you then. Happy fluting.